The bass hit like a heartbeat in the dark, red lights pulsing over sweat-slick skin and spilled drinks. Lisa, 25, pushed through the crowd at Club Eclipse in downtown Manhattan, her blonde hair catching the strobes like fire. She had come to forget. Another fight with her girlfriend, another slammed door, another night of silence in their tiny apartment. The breakup was fresh, raw, a wound she wanted drowned in noise and bodies. Maria, 23, stood at the bar, dark hair falling straight down her back, eyes scanning the room like she was hunting something she couldn't name. She had flown in from Chicago that morning, escaping a family that still pretended her orientation was a phase. The club was her rebellion, her first taste of a city that didn't whisper behind her back. She wore black, simple, but the way she held her drink, steady, defiant, made heads turn. Their eyes locked across the chaos. Lisa felt it first, a pull like gravity, Maria's gaze cutting through the haze of smoke and laser lights. Maria tilted her head, a challenge. Lisa moved before she thought, weaving through dancers, heart slamming harder than the music. She stopped inches away. "You look like you're waiting for trouble," Lisa said, voice low to be heard over the beat. Maria's lips curved, not quite a smile. "Maybe I am." They didn't dance at first. They talked or shouted, over the bar, words sharp and fast. Lisa about the girlfriend who wanted her to be smaller, quieter. Maria about parents who sent Bible verses in birthday cards. The bartender slid them shots without asking. Tequila burned, but the fire in their eyes burned hotter. Then the floor called. A slower song bled in, something with a heavy bass and a woman's voice crooning about breaking chains. Maria grabbed Lisa's wrist, no hesitation, and pulled her into the crush. Bodies pressed close, heat rising. Lisa's hands found Maria's waist. Maria's fingers tangled in blonde strands. They moved like they'd done this before, like the music was written for them. But the night cracked open. A hand on Lisa's shoulder. Her ex, drunk and furious, eyes wild. "What the hell, Lisa? You move on that fast." The crowd parted. Maria stepped forward, body between them. "Back off." The ex laughed, bitter. "Who's this?" "Your rebound." Lisa's voice shook. "We're done. Go home." Security moved in, but not before the ex shoved Maria, hard. Maria stumbled, caught herself on a table, glass shattering. Lisa lunged, but Maria was up, eyes blazing. "Touch me again," she warned, voice deadly calm, "and you'll regret it." The ex was dragged out. The music swallowed the drama. But Lisa's hands trembled. Maria took them, pulled her through a side door into the alley. Cool air hit like salvation. Rain had started, soft and steady, washing neon reflections across the pavement. "You okay?" Maria asked, thumb brushing Lisa's knuckles. Lisa laughed, shaky. "I should be asking you." Maria leaned against the brick wall, rain darkening her hair. "Evahenda veras." Silence stretched, charged. Lisa stepped closer. "Why'd you do that?" "Stand up for me." Maria's eyes searched hers. "Because no one should make you feel small." The rain thickened. Lisa's heart roared louder than the club. She reached up, fingers tracing Maria's jaw. Maria didn't move, just watched, breath catching. Then Lisa kissed her. It wasn't soft. It was hunger, relief, defiance. Maria kissed back like she'd been waiting years, hands sliding into wet blonde hair, pulling Lisa flush against her. The world narrowed to rain on skin, the taste of tequila and want, the way Maria's lips parted on a gasp when Lisa nipped her bottom lip. They broke apart only when headlights swept the alley. Breathing hard, foreheads touching. "Come home with me," Lisa whispered. Maria's sublet in Chelsea was bare, unpacked boxes, a mattress on the floor, one lamp. They didn't make it past the couch. Shoes kicked off, jackets dropped, rain dripping from hair onto skin. Maria's fingers traced the freckles across Lisa's shoulders like reading Braille. Lisa mapped the curve of Maria's spine, memorizing every shiver. They talked until dawn, curled under a thin blanket, city lights flickering through blinds. Maria admitted she'd never felt this scene. Lisa confessed she'd been afraid to want this much. When sleep came, it was tangled limbs and shared breath. Morning brought coffee in chipped mugs, Maria in Lisa's oversized hoodie, Lisa stealing bites of Maria's toast. They walked the High Line at noon, hands brushing, then holding. Maria sketched Lisa, leaning on the railing, wind in her hair. Lisa photographed Maria laughing at a street performer. But reality waited. Maria's flight back to Chicago loomed. Lisa's job, her apartment, the life she'd paused. The goodbye at the airport was brutal. Tears, promises, a kiss that tasted like salt and desperation. "I'll visit," Maria said against Lisa's lips. "Or you come to me. This isn't over." It wasn't. Texts turned to calls, calls to visits. Maria flew to New York for weekends. Lisa took the train to Chicago. They fought over time zones, over distance, over fear. But every reunion was fire, kisses in doorways, hands under tables, whispered "I love yous" in the dark. 3 months in, Maria's mother called. "Come home. We'll pray it away." Maria hung up shaking. Lisa held her through the night, whispering, "You're enough." For months in, Lisa lost her job, budget cuts. Maria sent a plane ticket. "Come here. We'll figure it out." Lisa arrived with one duffel. They shared Maria's studio, ate ramen, laughed until they cried. 5 months in, Maria's art show sold out. Paintings of Lisa in red light, in rain, in love. Lisa's photos hung beside them. Critics called it electric intimacy. 6 months in, Maria quit her barista job, packed one bag, showed up at Lisa's door with a grin and a plane ticket stub. "I'm stay." They found a place in Brooklyn. Big windows, space for Maria's easels, Lisa's darkroom. Nights became routine. Cooking together, arguing over playlists, falling asleep to the sound of rain on the fire escape. Maria painted Lisa reading by lamplight. Lisa shot Maria asleep, mouth soft, one hand reaching even in dreams. Some nights they went back to Club Eclipse, just to dance, to remember. The red light still pulsed, but now they moved as one. No exes, no drama, just the beat and the heat of knowing this was real. Years later, they returned to that alley. Rain again. Maria pulled a small box from her pocket. Inside, a ring, simple silver, etched with tiny stars. "Marry me," she said, voice steady. Lisa's yes was a sob, a laugh, a kiss that tasted like forever. They married on the High Line at sunset, barefoot, friends cheering. Maria wore black, Lisa wore white. The city sparkled below them, red lights in the distance, like the night they began. Lisa and Maria, 2 Americans who found home in each other's arms, in a city that never slept, under lights that never dimmed.